Oh, hi there. Welcome to Rainbow, and welcome to a power outage, in this case, a simulated one. The breaker was cut to the refrigerator and freezer to show you what it's like if the house loses power and we have to power our refrigerator and freezer with our nice backup generator. If the power goes out, we have to make sure the refrigerator and freezer is powered so we don't lose our food. However, because the refrigerator and freezer are built into the wall, we had to build a special power transfer switch box to run our generator. We also have to run our generator. So I'm going to take you step by step of all the things you have to do to make sure that we don't lose our food in the event of a power outage. Let's go. The first step is to make sure that we really don't have power. As you can see, the door is open, there is no light, the refrigerator and the freezer are both off. If this was a real power outage, all the lights would be off too, but we have them on just so we can film. So let's go to the first step. Start the generator up. The generator lives in a shed in the backyard. Oh look, here we are at the shed. Open the door, and look, we have our generator, our power cord. The power cord may or may not be here, but if you need a power cord, make sure that this end has just one plug on it. If you have an extension cord with a multiple, outlets, it's not gonna work, it's not gonna fit into the power box. So just make sure it has one plug in it. That's also the fuel tank. Now you have to keep in mind that this generator should be run every 2 months for maybe an hour or two to make sure that it's in good running order. And the fuel tank needs to be filled up, which not only gasoline, but a stabilizer. You can get that at O'Reilly's or wherever. You pour the stabilizer in with the gasoline and make sure that the water and other contaminants stay mixed and it doesn't separate out. Pull off the protective cover. Before we do anything, before we move, take this gas cap off and look in there and make sure that the fuel is topped off. Do this because it's probably gonna have to run for a while, and if it's not topped off, when it does die, you're gonna have to come out here, unplug everything, and refill it. It's better to do it when it's cold and off and everything isn't running. So let's move this generator over here. We need to get it close enough to the house that this power cord is going to reach into our transfer box, but not so close that the generator is going to flow like carbon monoxide or other pollutants into the house, because you'll get asphyxiated. Don't get this generator too close to the house. This is about a good distance right here, right where the hot tub is. Okay, so on this generator, this is a little detail, but you see this thing that says Eco Throttle? Make sure that's set to on. What Eco Throttle is going to do is going to make sure the throttle is proportional to the load of the generator. So that refrigerator and freezer's pump, the compressors don't run all the time. When they're not running, we want the generator to have a low idle, and when it is running, to generate the power. When this thing is, if this is in the off position, the generator is just going to run at full power the whole time. It's going to waste fuel. So make sure that this is in the on position. We want to turn the generator on. You want to set the choke to on. And you want to turn this switch, this engine power switch, to on. And now, all you have to do is pull the cord. Make sure you turn the choke off. See, now it's running smoothly. Make sure this thing runs for, I don't know, a minute or two so it's warmed up. It's all ready to go. Let's pretend we waited. Take the power cord. Plug the male end into the generator. Right here. Easy. Take the female end. Bring it into the kitchen. Now this is a custom switch over box. And this disconnects the refrigerator and freezer from the grid power and connects generator power to it. So before we plug this in, it's very important that we switch this switch from house power, which is running from the power grid, which is now dead, to generator power. You want to make sure we switch that before we plug this in. It's very important. Now take this cover off, exposes the receptacle. Plug this in to the receptacle while the generator is running, like that. And now, you can hear the Eco Throttle throttling up because it's sensing a load. And if we check the freezer and the refrigerator, and look, power's running. Refrigerator is cool. Freezer is running. Freezer is cool. Well, to unplug the generator, Make sure that it's unplugged before you switch over that switch box. Then as soon as you unplug it, switch that switch over to grid power once the power is running. Then turn off the generator, coil up the cord, let the generator cool a little bit, top the fuel off. You want the gasoline in there to be at its maximum level. It's best that way. The cover back on, put it back into the shed. All right, well, I hope you don't experience any power outages, but if you do, you know just what to do. So, good luck.
Are you trying to watch it?
Yeah, let's watch it. Oh, hello there, and welcome to Rainbow's tutorial on how to use the backup generator to power the refrigerator and freezer in the event, the unlikely event, but an event, well. Hello, I'm Jeremy Swerdlow, and here I'm about to tell you the proper SOP for powering the fridge if the power's gone off. Oh, hi there. Welcome to Rainbow. Have you ever wondered what you have to do to power the refrigerator and freezer if we lose electrical power? And if we lose all our food, well, we'll be hungry, or worse. So come on over here. Come back here. Pull this. Make sure that the cord's long enough. It's not. So we have to move the generator a little bit. Bring the generator a little bit closer. See here. Oh, close the door.